The golden chandeliers of Lou Bernardin cast warm light across marble floors as Marcus Chen adjusted his tailored navy suit. He checked his Rolex 7:30 sharp, just as planned. The reservation was under his name for the most important business dinner of the quarter. "Excuse me." A sharp voice cut through the elegant atmosphere. "We've been waiting 20 minutes for our drinks." Marcus turned to see a middle-aged white woman with perfectly styled blonde hair glaring at him. Her husband, a portly man in an expensive but ill-fitting tuxedo, snapped his fingers impatiently. "The service here is absolutely terrible," the woman continued, her voice rising. "Do you people even know how to do your jobs?" Other diners began to stare. Marcus felt heat creep up his neck as he realized what was happening. Despite his $1,000 suit and confident presence, they saw only one thing: a black man who must be the help. "Ma'am, I think there's been a misunderstanding," Marcus began calmly. "Don't give me excuses. Just get us our champagne." No. Marcus reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out his business card, placing it gently on their table. The embossed gold lettering gleamed under the restaurant lights. "Marcus Chen, Chief Executive Officer, Chen Dynamics Corporation," he said with measured calm. The woman's face drained of color as she read the card. Her husband's mouth fell open, his hand frozen halfway to his wine glass. "Oh my God," she whispered. "We thought you were the waiter," Marcus finished for her. "Yes, I gathered that. This is a terrible mistake." The man stammered, jumping to his feet. "We're so sorry. We didn't mean. I mean, we would never." "Robert Sterling," the woman added quickly, her voice shaking. "This is my husband, James. We own Sterling Properties. Perhaps you heard of us." Marcus's eyebrows rose slightly. He had indeed heard of them. Marcus felt a cold smile spread across his face. Sterling Properties, the very company his investment team had been courting for months. The same company that had been desperately seeking a $700 million injection to complete their flagship Manhattan Tower project. "Sterling Properties," Marcus repeated slowly, savoring each word. "The company that's been flooding my office with calls about the Hudson Tower development." James Sterling's face went from pale to crimson. You're the Marcus Chen from Chen Dynamics. The same Marcus Chen your assistant called 15 times last week, begging for a meeting," Marcus confirmed. "The same Marcus Chen who was supposed to sign your funding agreement tomorrow morning." Robert Sterling clutched her pearls, the reality hitting her like a freight train. "Mr. Chen, please, this was all just a horrible misunderstanding. We had no idea who you were." "No," Marcus said, his voice steady as steel. "You knew exactly what you saw. A black man in a fancy restaurant. Everything else was just assumptions." The irony wasn't lost on him. They needed his money to survive. Marcus stormed into his corner office at Chen Dynamics, his jaw tight with controlled fury. The city lights of Manhattan twinkled below as he pulled the Sterling Properties files from his desk drawer. "Sarah, get the research team in here now," he barked into his intercom. Within minutes, his top analysts filled the conference room. Marcus spread the Sterling documents across the mahogany table like a detective examining evidence. "I want everything on Sterling Properties. Every lawsuit, every complaint, every whisper of impropriety." His team worked through the night. By dawn, the picture was crystal clear and sickening. Sarah Martinez, his lead investigator, presented their findings with grim determination. "Boss, it's worse than we thought. 15 discrimination lawsuits in the past 5 years. All quietly settled out of court. Their rental applications mysteriously get lost when submitted by Black and Latino families," added David Park, his housing specialist. "We found internal emails discussing code words they use." Marcus's hands clenched into fists as Sarah continued. "They've been systematically excluding minorities from their premium properties while publicly claiming diversity initiatives. The evidence was damning. The Sterlings weren't just casual racists, they were running a discriminatory empire. At 8 a.m. sharp, Marcus convened an emergency board meeting. His voice was steady, but his eyes burned with righteous anger as he laid out the evidence. The motion is simple, he declared to the 12 board members. We withdraw our $700 million investment from Sterling Properties, effective immediately. The vote was unanimous. 2 hours later, Marcus strode into Sterling Properties' glass tower, flanked by his legal team. The receptionist's eyes widened as she recognized him. Mr. Chen. The Sterlings are waiting in the conference room. James and Robert Sterling stood nervously as Marcus entered, their lawyers shuffling papers anxiously. We're so glad you're here, James began with forced enthusiasm. Ready to finalize our partnership. Marcus placed a thick folder on the table. Your housing discrimination lawsuits make for fascinating reading, he said coldly. Robert's face went white. What are you talking about? I'm talking about your systematic exclusion of minority tenants. Your coded language. Your 15 settled lawsuits. Mr. Chen, surely we can work this out, James pleaded desperately. The deal is dead. Within weeks, Sterling Properties filed for bankruptcy. Their Hudson Tower project crumbled like a house of cards without Chen Dynamics funding. Marcus redirected the $700 million to minority-owned development companies across the city. 3 new affordable housing projects broke ground that month. Justice had prevailed, and hope was being built one foundation at a time.